Sri Sri Radha Govinda and Srila Prabhupada welcomes you all for Bhagavad Gita as his course level 2. These courses are offered by ISKCON Mangaluru under the directions of His Grace Namanishta Prabhu, and these courses are based on the teachings of His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, is the founder Acharya of ISKCON. So let's take our blessings from Sri Sri Radha Govinda so that we understand Srimad Bhagavad Gita in the right spirit and can apply in our lives in the right spirit. ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुर्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वापदान्तिकम् हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्ता राधाकान्त नमोऽस्तु ते तप्त काञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुस्तुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिन्निधि नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषशून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशधारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्ण एवरीवन हरे
Hare
कृष्णा
Krishna,
हरे
Hare
कृष्णा
Krishna, Krishna
कृष्ण
Krishna,
कृष्ण हरे
Hare
हरे
Hare,
हरे
Hare
राम
Rama,
हरे
Hare
राम
Rama,
राम
Rama
राम
Rama,
हरे
Hare
हरे
Hare.
हरि बोल thank you so we are continuing fourth chapter. We saw all this in last time also. We did a good recap and we had some nice story time. Today we'll go ahead with the subject matter more today. And so, in the third chapter, Arjuna was asking Krishna, tell me one thing. Don't tell me two things, Krishna. So that's how this third chapter started. Ekam vada. Krishna, tell me one thing. Renunciation or devotional service? Then Krishna says devotional service is better than renunciation. What are we renouncing in the first place? Actually, everything belongs to Krishna. If something belongs to mine, if there is my car, then I can renounce it. If that is some neighbor's car, how can I renounce neighbor's car? Isn't it neighbor's car? Is there any do I have any ownership for it? No, nothing in this material world actually belongs to us. Everything belongs to Krishna. So what are we renouncing in the first place? Prabhupada says, what are you renouncing? We are not renouncing anything. Actually, nothing belongs to you in the first place. So so Krishna says action in devotional service is better than not doing action or leaving everything and going to forest. What are we leaving? Nothing belongs to us. And then Nishkama Karma Yoga, doing action as a sacrifice to Vishnu, and Karma Kanda to Karma Yoga. Karma Kanda means they just do their work and enjoy. That is Karma Kanda. Karma Yoga means doing for the satisfaction of Krishna. They do some activity that they like and then they offer it to Krishna. Krishnarpana. And then that becomes spiritual. That becomes Karma Yoga. And then Krishna says, Arjuna say for Krishna, Arjuna says that Krishna, what if I mean now I'm soul, so I don't have to act on a bodily platform. So Krishna says, do it for the others. Yajna Achariti Shrestha. Whoever or the leader, whatever the person do, that only the followers follow, not what they say. We saw an example, right? He's doing some nasty thing and he's telling to do some good things for his followers. But the followers will say, we don't hear what you say. We'll do whatever you will do. So that's how it is. And then the greatest enemy. What's the greatest enemy? Does anyone remember? Tanya, what's the greatest enemy?
The mind?
Among the Kama, Krodha, Moha, Mada, Matsarya in that one thing.
Oh,
Guess.
Krodha?
No. What's the first one?
Kama?
Kama. What do you call that in English?
Yes. Lust.
Yes, you got it. So lust is the most enduring enemy. It is karma. And then from there everything starts. Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Mada, Matsarya. All these are all the enemies in us. That's why we are not able to realize that we are soul. Because they're covering us. The summary of the fourth chapter that we'll see about Krishna, Krishna's transcendental behavior. We compared the different charts, right? Krishna as the supreme God compared to the human, like all of us, the living entities, the souls, and Krishna compared to the demigods. So we saw that we saw very nice differences, many differences actually between us and Krishna and between Krishna and the demigods. And then Krishna is a goal. Krishna is the Parama Purushartha. Actually, he's the everything has to be offered to him. That's the Bhoktaram verse, right? Bhoktaram Yagna Tapasam. For everything, Krishna is enjoyed actually. And the Karma Yoga and sacrifices leading to transcendental knowledge. This is karma yoga actually. Through karma yoga, the qualification to enter into gnana yoga is karma yoga. They should do nishkama karma yoga and they should purify their heart. Then only they can enter into gnana yoga to do gnana sadhanas. We'll see the gnana sadhanas in 13th chapter. Amanitvam adambitvam ahimsa shanti rajavam. Like that, there are 26 qualities, 22 qualities like that the gnanis do. So to realize that they're not this body. Their whole point is to realize that they're not this body, and then they need to understand that I'm Brahman, you are Brahman, I'm Brahman, everyone is Brahman, and they have to go and merge into Brahman. So that's their thing. And the summary of transcendental knowledge. How can we get this transcendental knowledge? From Guru. So that we'll see. So the Supreme Personality of God, Sri Krishna said, I instructed this imperishable science of yoga to the sun god Vivaswan, and Vivaswan instructed it to Manu, the father of mankind, and Manu in turn instructed it to Ikshvaku. एवं परम्परा प्राप्तम् इमं राजर्षयो विदुः सखादनेह महता yogo nashta parantapa. So what Krishna is telling, I told this knowledge to Sun God, and Sun God told it to Manu, and Manu told it to Ikshvaku. But over a period of time, this knowledge has been lost. It became diluted, right? People started concocting many things other than what Krishna told. So Krishna again, he's coming personally to give this knowledge so that to continue the parampara, to give the exact knowledge. So, and we saw different sampradayas that we have. We belongs to Brahma Madhva Gaudiya Sampradaya. This is our sampradaya. So our lineage starts from the first being of the creation, or the first being of the universe, that is Lord Brahma. And there are three other sampradayas also that we saw. So all these are the bona fide sampradayas. If you're connected to any of these sampradayas, it's very good. We're directly connected to Krishna. So like now if I'm outside the well, right? Someone is outside the well, we are all inside the well now. We are all in the Andakupa, in the dark well actually. Srimad Bhagavatam says we are all in the dark well of this material existence, of this samsara. And whoever is outside of this material well, they can drag us out, isn't it? If someone is there inside the well with us, can they help us? Soham, what do you think? Can they help us? Hare
Yeah,
Krishna.
no, Mataji.
They
No.
cannot, right?
Yeah, no, they cannot.
Yeah, absolutely. So if someone is there with us in the well, how can they drag us out of the well? Someone who is out of the well can drag us out. So someone, who is that someone? He should be Krishna's representative. He should be Krishna himself, or he should be Krishna's representative who is outside this material universe, who is beyond this birth and death, who is in the liberated stage. So they are outside the well and they can drag. If we are connected to someone inside the well who are connected to them, then we can come out with them. So that is our goal. We don't have to know the person on the top also, actually. If someone who is there inside the well, who is guiding us, if you are following them properly, then they can drag us to their extent. And then if they are connected to that person who is liberated, then if that person drags, we will all come out. So that's our goal. Okay, here we are seeing Brahma's lifetime. One point that I tried to make you all remember, what is 1 second of Brahma? Who will tell? Priya, do you want to try?
100 births of human
100? Yeah, you're right. 1,000 births, right, Mataji? Is it 1,000 or 100?
thousand, yeah.
Yeah. So 1,000 births, that 1,000 births, will take birth and die, right? That is 1 lakh years. 1 second of Brahma. 1 second means how much? Just a blink. In the time that Lord Brahma blinks, we will die 1,000 times and then we'll be born again. So that's our position. That's actually our position. Still, we think we are so great. How this is all Maya. If still we are thinking, even I think that's why we are all in so much Maya that still we think we are something great. Brahma's just 1 second. It's 1 lakh earthly years, right? So we are very insignificant actually. Krishna says that there are like how much all knows the mustard seed, right? That we put in tadka, the mustard seed. So Krishna says this all Brahmandas are like mustard seeds, right? So if Krishna is comparing the Brahmanda, the whole universe, the 14 planetary systems as a mustard seed, then what is our position? We have no position actually. We're very insignificant, very, very insignificant. We are very, very fortunate that we are able to read about Krishna. We're able to talk about Krishna. We are spending time to know about Krishna. Very, very fortunate, actually. So Gita came on there. Even we were not born when Gita came. When Krishna told to to Vivaswan, at that time there was no Manu only. From Manu only we all came, all the Manushas. And then after Manu is born, then Manu gives this knowledge to Ikshvaka and then the things. Even before the humans are there on the planet, this knowledge of Gita was already given by Krishna. Krishna is so merciful. He cannot see the living entities in this trouble. So Krishna is time and again coming to himself or sending his devotees, his representatives to help all of us to get out of this jail, the samsara chakra. So this very ancient science of the relationship with the Supreme is today told by me to you because you are my devotee as well as my friend and can therefore understand the transcendental mystery of this science. So Krishna is telling why Krishna is giving this knowledge to Arjuna. We should also, if we have to understand Bhagavad Gita in the spirit that Arjuna understood, then we should also develop these qualities. We should be devotee of Krishna. We should be friendly with Krishna. We should accept Krishna as the supreme personality of Godhead, and we should understand that only devotees can understand. Like as Krishna is telling, only devotees can understand this knowledge. If you're not devotee, it's very difficult to understand Bhagavad Gita. We'll remove Krishna from the picture actually. In many of the Bhagavad Gita, they'll remove Krishna from the picture. They'll concoct something. There's no Krishna in the whole Bhagavad Gita. Who told this? The song of God. The whole Bhagavad Gita is nothing but a song of God, and they won't give God only. They'll give all their mental speculation. Very unfortunate. It should not be like that. That's why ISKCON's Bhagavad Gita is what? What is ISKCON's Bhagavad Gita? Vihan, what is ISKCON's Bhagavad Gita?
What, Mataji?
What is ISKCON's Bhagavad Gita called?
As it is.
As it is, right? so, so then, so why does Krishna appear? To Krishna has many reasons. Mainly, Krishna appears. Uh, how does Krishna appear? So Krishna, for all of us, will take birth and death, but Krishna is the God of gods. So that's why Prabhupada kept the name for Krishna, the supreme personality of Godhead, head of all gods. So that's why Krishna is supreme personality of Godhead. So how does Krishna appear? There is no birth and death for Krishna. So Krishna appears now in this pastime. We'll see in the Krishna book, right? First, Krishna entered the heart of Vasudev. From Vasudev, Krishna entered the heart of Devaki. And from Devaki's heart, Krishna entered the womb of Mother Devaki. And there are many things. And then immediately when Krishna born, first Krishna, when they saw Krishna was a baby, and then immediately he took the four-handed form of Vishnu. And then Mother Devaki was really scared, and she wants that little baby only. So she was scared that maybe Kamsa may kill. She has so much parental affection towards Krishna, but she was very scared. Oh, what if Kamsa comes and looks all this? She was thinking that Kamsa can kill Vishnu because of her motherly affection. She was not able to understand that, oh, he's God himself. No one can kill him. So, but for Devaki's pleasure, for his mother Devaki's pleasure, Krishna again took a form of the child, and then Krishna no need to go anywhere, no need to run away from Mathura to Vrindavan in fear of Kamsa. Krishna has to not do any of those things, but he wanted to be in Vrindavan, so Krishna will go to Vrindavan to be with the mother Yashoda and Nanda Baba. So like that. So Krishna's birth and activities. Krishna is unborn, Ajaha. Krishna is ever existing and he'll always be existing. There is never a point that Krishna didn't exist. There is never a point such thing. There is nothing before Krishna. Krishna is the Adi, the Govindam Adi Purusham, the first being, right? And then and Krishna's transcendental body never deteriorates. And I'm the Lord of all living entities. And I still appear and will meaning in my own transcendental form. So Krishna is so merciful. Just by seeing Krishna, people can go back to Goloka actually. If we see Krishna, how glorious it would be, right? How nice it would be if we can see Krishna. We don't even people. It's told in the Bhagavatam that when Krishna is going from Hastinapur to Dwaraka, on the way the people used to be mesmerized to see Krishna actually when he's going in a chariot with 16 years, with the glowing face, with the nice armor and nice crown and such a beautiful everything Krishna. Whole body is compared to the lotuses. Namo Pankajanaabhaya, Namo Pankajamalini, Namo Pankajanetraya, Namaste Pankajangraye. Kunti Maharani says, Namo Pankajanabhaya. Krishna's Nabi is like lotus. Namo Pankaja Malini. Krishna wears a lotus garland. Namo Pankaja Netra. Krishna's eyes are like lotus. Namaste Pankajang. The whole thing is lotus. The whole body is full of lotuses, Krishna. So she praises Krishna very nicely. Very nice prayers. And then when will Krishna appear? Krishna appears Yada Yada Hi Dharmasya Glanir Bhavati Bharata Abhyuttanam Dharmasya Tadatmanam Srijamyaham. So Krishna appears when there is decline in the religious practice. When there is a predominant of irreligion, at that time Krishna appears. And what does he do after when this such things happen? Then Krishna he will do Pavitranaya sadhunam vinashaya cha dushkrutam dharma samsthapanataya sambhavami yuge yuge. So when the religion is prominent, then what he does, he'll deliver the pious people and he'll annihilate the miscreants. And then he'll establish dharma again. He'll remove this irreligion and he'll establish dharma. And he personally comes millennium after millennium. So we saw the difference between us and the soul, as our soul and Krishna. That Krishna form is permanent, our form is temporary. Krishna's body is transcendental, our body is material. There is no difference. There's no difference between Krishna's body and Krishna's soul. There's nothing such thing. The whole body is Chinmaya. Whole body is Chit. Chinmaya means for us our soul is Chitkana, right? Our body is made up of five gross elements and three subtle elements. That's our body. But Krishna's whole body is Chinmaya. And Krishna is a controller and we are controlled by the material Maya, right? And Krishna is controller of Maya. And what is the benefit of knowing Krishna? Janma karma cha me divyam evam yo veti tattvataha tyaktva deham punarjanma naiti mameti so Arjuna. So when one knows about Krishna's birth and activities, one who knows the transcendental nature of my appearance and activities does not upon leaving the body take his birth again in this material world, but attains my eternal abode, O Arjuna. So Krishna is telling, what is the glory of knowing Krishna's pastimes? Again, we won't get this material body. We'll go to the abode where Krishna is living. Right? This is secret of all secrets actually. Parama Guhyam, the secrets of all secrets. Raja Vidya Raja Guhyam, the king of all knowledge. And because it's talk about the soul, there is no discussion about how to be happy in this life, how to maintain this body, how to look good. No such nonsense is there in Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita purely is on the platform of soul. Right? The more we try to connect to Bhagavad Gita, the more we understand that how much illusion we are. And Krishna says, Ye yatamam prapadyante tam stathaiva bhajamyaham mama vartamanu vartante manusha partha sarvashaha. So as all surrender unto me, I reward them accordingly. So based on our surrender, how much we surrender to Krishna, accordingly Krishna reciprocate. Right? if you're not surrendering to Krishna much, we have still many things other than Krishna. And if Krishna is not in the first place, and we are doing other things other than Krishna, we have other wants or requirements other than Krishna. Then accordingly, Krishna will reciprocate. If our goal is only Krishna, we want only Krishna. We have no other agenda. We have no other goal. Our goal, whatever we do in our life, we just want to please Krishna. If we have that idea, that mood, then Krishna will reciprocate accordingly. So based on how much we go, right? Actually, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur says, if you just take one step, Krishna takes 10 steps. If you take 10 steps, Krishna takes 100 steps towards us. Because we Jivatma, we are just a Chitkana, right? What can we do much for Krishna? We can offer some chapati, some dal, rice, all these things. But it's nothing for Krishna, actually. Krishna is the Lord of all lords. And Krishna, he's kindly accepting it. He's Bhava Grahi. He doesn't see how about our khichdi or any normal the things that we keep. It's actually nothing for Krishna. But Krishna sees our love with how much love. That's why Krishna says, Patram pushpam phalam toyam yo me bhaktya prayachati tadaham bhaktyupakritam asnami prayatatmanaha. First thing he says that do your thing as do your offering with love. You have a bhaktya prayachati. Then Krishna will accept. If you cannot do that, yadasnashi yad karoshi yad jugosi dadasi yad tapasyasi kaunteya tat kurvasya madarpanam. If you are not able to do with devotion, then whatever you have, whatever you do, whatever you get, just give as an offering to me. That also Krishna will tell. But Krishna is not guaranteeing in the second verse that he will take. If Krishna actually wants bhakti, that's what Krishna wants. Okay, so here men in this world, they try to do some fruity desires, to get job, to get married, to get what else, like good house or car or many opulent things that people are wanting now. I don't know many of those things. Yeah, so. So they go to the demigods. So they pray to the demigods and they get quick results also, right? So for that they go to the demigods. So here the difference between demigods and Krishna is that demigods are many demigods are there. Indra, Chandra, Surya, Varuna, so many people, and Krishna is only one. He's the supreme personality of Godhead. They're all the part and parcel like all of us. We might also be as a demigod in some other lifetime actually. And we finished our punya and then we fall back into this planet to accumulate more punya. So that's what happens. We might be Brahma also at some point. We might be actually. And we forgot everything. Now we don't have anything. So that's how stringent is this material nature. Very stringent. And we might be a hog, dog also. We don't remember anything. Now we are in this body for the time being, right? The part and parcel, and Krishna is the supreme whole. Always worship supreme as obedient servants. Worship supremely worshipable Krishna, created by supreme. Krishna is the supreme creator, exists within material nature, beyond material creation, delegated with various grades of power to manage the affairs of the universe. So they're all appointed servants of Krishna, and Krishna is the supreme controller, subordinate to the will of the Supreme. Krishna is supremely independent. No one can dictate Krishna. Only Mother Yashoda, Radharani, and the gopis and the Brajavasis, only they can they can dictate anything for Krishna. But none of the other people even dare to even touch Krishna. Not very easy. Krishna is very demanding, actually. Very, very demanding. He says, Sarva Dharman Parityaja. First, you leave all your dharmas, right? And for that also we need so much shraddha, so much faith. And it really, you have to really seriously work on it, actually. And having material body, subordinate to the will of the supremely independent, having material bodies since and because they're also having material bodies, but little higher position. Now we cannot fly with this body because we have more earth component, right? If we are more lighter, if our body is more of air, right? If our body is made of air or a little less items or like ether, then we can easily fly. If you just think, then we can fly. Now with this body, it's more bones, it's more earth element, right? So we cannot do much. But if we have some other bodies in some other planets, they may have bodies with air with ether, so they can easily fly. But still, that's material body. All these five elements still material. Birth, death, old age, and disease are there. Maybe little more convenient. But what's the use? No use. They are taking still the body, isn't it? And they're changing bodies. They still have the birth. They still have death. They still have disease. They still have old age. And they can come under the influence of the three modes. What are the three modes? Does anyone remember? You can ask Soham. What are the three modes?
Three modes of material. Sataguna, Rajaguna, Tamaguna.
Albor, thank you. Okay, so I'm completely beyond the influence of three modes. Krishna is a controller of the three modes actually, and these are temporary posts. Krishna, in every day of Brahma, 14 times the government changes. 14 Manus, Manvantara Avtaras, Manuputras, so many things actually. Lot of work for demigods. Should be actually very grateful to the demigods also. They're doing a lot of work. But Krishna, he's maintaining with just an amsha. Krishna says, he'll tell this in 12th chapter. What is a big deal, Arjuna? Oh, he tells in this I'm this, in this I'm this, in this I'm this, like that. He'll give many opulences, right? Vibhuti Yoga. He'll give many opulences about himself. And then Krishna says, what to speak of this all, Arjuna? Just a spark of my splendor, I'm maintaining this all universes, right? Does anyone remember this? So Krishna tells, just a spark of my splendor, I'm maintaining all this. So Krishna is not trying so hard to hold this earth, hold the moon planet, hold the sun planet. Krishna is not trying anything. Just Krishna's amsha, just a spark of Krishna's splendor. Shiroda, the Karanarnavadakshay Vishnu, he's maintaining the whole thing. Right? Krishna is not Krishna. If Krishna thinks anything, it will happen. What we call that? There is a technical term for it too. I forgot. And Krishna is eternally the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So Krishna has created these four varnas and ashramas for us. Chaturvadnyam maya shristam gunakarma vibhagashaha tasya kartaram apimam vidya kartaram avyayam. According to three modes of material nature and the work ascribed to them, the four divisions of human society are created by me. And although I am the creator of this system, you should know that I am yet non-dual, being unchangeable. So Krishna, when he comes, Krishna is Supreme Personality of Godhead, right? So he don't have to do any of these four varnas and ashramas. But even Krishna, to set an example, Yadyad Acharati Shrestha, right? Whatever the leader does, that's the common people follow. So Krishna, when he was in Vrindavan, he was acting as a Vaishya. He was taking care of the calves, right? Calves and then cows. And then when he came from Mathura, so the Vrindavan to Mathura, and then when he became king of Dwaraka, he took up the duties of Kshatriya. He was very active as a Kshatriya. He was conquering things. He was going to Hastinapur. He was helping Pandavas. The epic war of all times, Mahabharata, Kurukshetra war, it was under the directions of Krishna, right? He was a perfect Kshatriya. Even though Krishna need not take any of these varnas, Krishna, whenever he's coming, he's taking up one thing. So Krishna is teaching us that we should also be in one of the one-known ashrama. At least then we'll call as karmi. Actually, we are all vikarmis because we're not even in any one-known ashrama actually. Something we are doing, this Kali Yuga, it's all mess. And prayen alpayusha shabda. Our lifespan is also very less. Prayen alpayusha. And manda sumanda matayo manda bhagya upadrita. Less mind. Not very intelligent, Manda, Mandabhagyo, unfortunate, and misguided. All the negatives we have, that's why we are not even in proper Varna and Ashrama, actually. So we have a long way to go. We should take this process very seriously. Evam gnatva kritam karma पूर्वैरपि मुमुक्षुभिः कुरु कर्मैव तस्मात् त्वां पूर्वै पूर्वतरं कृतम्. All the liberated souls in the ancient times acted with this understanding of my transcendental nature. Therefore, you should perform your duty in their footsteps. So that Lord Krishna is telling only this thing to Arjuna. Arjuna, I'm giving something completely different from other people. No, all these things followed by the previous acharyas and previous people who went back to Krishna. So Krishna is giving the same knowledge to Arjuna. As Arjuna is a Nitya Siddha, he's always with Krishna. Arjuna is taking our position, right? So I think we stopped last time after this. So the difference between Vikarmis, Karmis, and Akarmis. Vikarmis who do not follow Shastras, who do not follow Vedas, and then so what is their destination? The destination is they fall into the lower species. That's animal black. First they'll go to hell. They'll take all the whatever the punishments that they need to take, and then they'll come back as an animal. So it takes a long time again to come to the platform of human, not appreciated by the saintly people, and they don't know the purpose of life. They don't know why they got this human body. Very unfortunate situation. And karmis, they follow the Vedas, but they just want to do activities, and then they want to enjoy, and then they'll offer something to the demigods. So they'll go to Swargaloka, and then what happens after their punya? They accumulated some amount of punya, and then when the punya decreases, again they have to come back to this material world. Again, they should accumulate punya, again go, again enjoy, again come back, again they should accumulate, again go, again finish, again come back. Like that. This is just happening on and on and on, time and again, it's just happening. The same thing is happening. And akarma is what we have to do. We have to come to the platform of devotional service to Krishna, knowing that this fruitive activity binds. Fruit means what? Karma phala, right? When we do any action without knowledge about Krishna, without ignorance, in ignorance, if we do any activity, then we'll get the fruit, we get the karma. That is karma phala. And with that, what happens? We'll get another body. Just a sec. Karmanya karma yat pashyat akarmani cha karmayaha sabuddhiman manusheshu sayukta kritsana krishna karma krit Krishna karma krit. Okay. Udya, do you want to read this?
Yes, Mataji. One who sees inaction in action and action in inaction is intelligent among men, and he is in the transcendental position, although engaged in all sorts of activities.
Hi, Bon. It is confusing, right? Action in inaction and inaction in action, right? So we'll take one thing. First, in action, right? So we, as this body, we being in this body, we are doing many activities, isn't it? We are doing many actions. But what is the inaction? The soul is not doing anything. What the soul is doing, it is just watching. I mean, we are just watching. This body is doing many activities, right? But this body is able to act in this way because of the consciousness that's there in the soul. If the soul is not giving the knowledge, the soul is having Satchit Ananda. Soul is full of knowledge, right? So that with that knowledge, when the soul is giving to the body, then only body is able to act. Now, the soul is not there, then is the body able to act? It cannot act, isn't it? Even though we have a body, that body cannot act. So what is inaction is even though we are doing many actions, we should know that we are not doing this. Like we're just seeing it. We're not doing anything. We're just saying. So that is action in action. No, sorry. In action. Right? We're doing action, but the soul is not doing anything. So that's the point. We're doing many activities every day. We are eating, we are walking, we are talking, we are doing many things. All these things are actions. But what soul is doing, it's just watching. Vichestic. It's especially observing and entering into it. So I don't want to go into the technical details, but what is action? Action is the body is doing, and we are thinking we are this body, and we are thinking that we are doing something. But actually, the soul is not doing anything. So a person who sees in action, who sees the soul is not doing anything and the body is doing different activities. So that's one point. And when people see in action in inaction, right? If we see some people who are just sitting on the on just doing meditation, right? Like Dhruva Maharaj and many people in the Satya Yuga, their prescribed duty was to do the yoga meditation. So they're not doing any action actually, right? They're just sitting. They're just in the dhyana, they're just in the meditation. But actually they're doing action. They're meditating on the Lord. That's the highest action that one can do. They're focusing on the soul. They're no more focusing on the body, right? Is it making sense or is it too much? Is it okay? Okay. Mm, Tanya, you want to recite the shlokas? Both the shlokas. And Soham can read the translation.
यस्य सर्वे समर्भाय कर्म संकल्पविज्यता ज्ञानग्निदग्रा कर्मण्यां तम् अधं बुधा. One is understood to be in full knowledge, whose every endeavor is devoid of desire for sense gratification. He said by sages to be a worker for whom the reactions of work have been burned up by the fire of perfect knowledge. त्याक्त्वा कर्मफलसंज्ञां नित्यतृपो निश्चयः कर्माणि अभ्यस्पर्तोऽपि नैव कञ्चित् करोति. Abandoning all attachment to the results of his activities, ever satisfied and independent, he performs self-rule action, although engaged in all kinds of undertakings.
Yeah. Thank you, Tanya and Soham. So here, here we have some more understanding about action in action, action in inaction, and inaction in action. Here, one thing is one is understood to be in full knowledge when every endeavor is devoid of desire for sense gratification. He is said by the sages He is said by the sages to be a worker for whom the reactions of work have been burnt up, the fire of perfect knowledge. So, what Krishna is trying to tell here is this Maya, if we are doing sense gratification, all the senses, these are not in our constitutional position, isn't it? Why we don't have to do sense gratification? Why I don't want to eat what I want to eat? Why I cannot eat onion and garlic? Why I cannot eat non-veg? Or why I cannot eat anything? Or what? Or any activity? Why I cannot do gambling? Why I don't have to do all these things? Because all these things will take the consciousness of Jivatma away from the Lord. That's why we don't have any other agenda. Our agenda, our only goal is to come closer to Krishna. But all these things will take our consciousness away from Krishna. And this Maya, whatever activities that she'll give us, all these things will take the consciousness of Jivatma away from Krishna. So Krishna is very kindly telling us to don't fall in that trap because there is much higher with Krishna. Come and taste this higher thing. No, don't fall prey for the lower things. So Krishna is telling if one is devoid, if they're just doing it their activity, but they don't have any desire to get something out of it. If that such a person is actually doing thing, even though he's doing action, but he's not getting any karma. There is no inaction, right? Even though he's doing action, there is inaction in it because he's not getting any karma, right? Even though he's doing action, but because he's not having any desire to enjoy, right? To enjoy. What is that enjoyment? That is sense gratification. To gratify his senses. If he's not having that intention to gratify his senses, well, actually, even though he's doing action, it is inaction. Okay? Is it making sense? Or is it too much? Vihan, for you, is it okay?
Kind of.
I know. I'm sorry. Okay. So we don't have to know all this too technical things. It takes time to get this. Even I'm not very good at putting it properly, so maybe the fault is in my side. Abandoning all attachment to the results of his activities, ever satisfied and independent, he performs no fruitive actions, although engaged in all kinds of undertakings. The simple thing that Krishna is trying to put is, now we are doing any activity. Now I'm writing an exam, isn't it? We all write exams. When I'm writing exam, I should not be very much worried about the result. That's what Krishna is telling. Don't worry so much about the result. Just do your activity. Don't desire for the result. Don't desire that, oh, I may get this. We should give our best shot. As Krishna says that when we are doing activity, we should think that everything is completely dependent on me. And when the work is done, when you finish writing exam, then it's up to Krishna. Whatever, how much ever he wants to give, whatever grade he wants to give, whatever marks he wants to give, he can give. According to our karma, and many factors actually matters there. Not only just jiva. We saw that there are 5 factors. And we'll see that again in some, I think, 18th chapter, I guess. Okay. Udyat, you want to chant the shloka? And Vihan can read the translations.
Okay, Mataji.
Okay, Mataji. निराश्रया यथा चित्मनः त्यक्ता सर्वपरिग्रहा शरीरं केवलं कर्म कुर्वं न भोति कबीशम्.
Such a man of understanding acts with mind and intelligence perfectly controlled, gives up all senses and proprietorship over his possessions and acts only for the bare necessities of life. Thus, working is not affected by sinful reactions.
Yadvicha sanostusta dvata vimutsara samasidva asidocha kritvapi na nibaddate.
He who is satisfied with gain which comes of his own accord, who is free from duality and does not envy, who is steady in both success and failure, is never entangled, although performing actions.
Haribol. So it's the same point Krishna is telling the same thing again and again so that we understand it. So Krishna is telling who is an intelligent person is who give up this sense of mine, right? Me, mine, who gives up this proprietorship mentality. Who is the supreme proprietor? Soham, who is the supreme proprietor? Tanya will tell. Tanya, who is the supreme proprietor? Tanya?
God.
Krishna. Yes, right. So when we think that we are having something, we own something. All these things are just helping making us to take another body. Nothing more than that. So we should just act with the bare necessities of life. Act only with the bare necessities of life. Thus working is not affected by sinful reactions, right? And what happens if we give up this mentality of proprietorship? Then we won't be affected with sinful reactions. So he just accept whatever little that he get, like easily, and not much endeavor, just to maintain this body. What we need just some basic things to maintain this body, right? And the focus should be Atma Tattva, to know about the Lord, to know about my relationship with God, Sambandha Tattva. Actually, this whole philosophy, it can be broken down into Sambandha Tattva. First, we should know what is the relationship with Krishna. And then after knowing the relationship with Krishna, should try to establish a relationship with Krishna. That is Abhideya. And what is Prayojana? So first one is Krishna Sambandha. What is our Sambandha with Krishna? First one is Krishna Sambandha. That's what is the relationship with Krishna? And next one is Bhakti Abhideya. How to get to Krishna, how to go to Krishna, how to have a relationship with Krishna. After knowing about someone, then we want to have a relationship with that person. And then Prema Prayojana. What is the Prayojana? Prema is our goal. To develop love for God is what we are doing. The whole point of this human life or any life for that matter, but human life is the topmost thing that we can get. And in this life, the Prayojana is Prema Prayojana. That is Krishna Sambandha, Bhakti Abhideya, and Prema Prayojana. That our philosophy is completely based on this. Actually. गता सङ्गस्य मुक्तस्य ज्ञानावस्थितचेतसा यज्ञयाच्चारता कर्म सङ्ग्राम समग्रं प्रविलीयते. Priya Mataji, you want to read the translation?
Okay. The work of a man who is unattached to the modes of material nature and who is fully situated in transcendental knowledge merges entirely into transcendence. Hare
Yes.
Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. So Krishna is telling that what happens to such person who is just maintaining his basic things and then he's completely focusing on the soul, on the platform of soul, about serving Krishna and all these things, then he'll get to the transcendental platform. Not even serving Krishna. Here, the Gnana Yoga is mostly about knowing that I'm the soul, not this body. So they do so many Gnana sadhanas. And they have to, even though if Gnana should give that credit, Gnana can give that credit only when they offer it to Vishnu. If they're not offering to Vishnu, then if they do all the other sadhanas also, they cannot become perfect. Krishna, by his mercy, he will allow that Jivatma to go and merge into Brahman. Actually, Brahmarpanam Brahmaharir Brahmagno Brahmanahutam Brahmanaiva tena gantavyam Brahma karma samadhina. Priya Mataji, you want to continue?
Yeah. A person who is fully absorbed in Krishna consciousness is sure to attain the spiritual kingdom because of his contribution to spiritual activities, in which the consummation is absolute and that which is offered is the same spiritual nature. Hare
Yeah.
Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. So what Krishna is telling, what happens if a person is doing Krishna conscious activities? If a person who is doing Krishna conscious activities, we are connecting with Krishna, right? What we are doing, we're just connecting with something who is above outside the well. They all catch this story, right? Someone who is outside the well, only they can drag the people inside the well, right? If someone is inside the well, can that person drag any of us outside the well? No, right? If I am inside the well and there is some person with me inside the well, can that person drag me out? Vihan, what do you say? Can that person drag me out?
Which one?
The one who is there inside the well with me. Can he
No.
drag me out of the well? No, right. Someone should be out of the well to drag me out. So if we have a person who is Krishna's representative, coming from the spiritual world, or who is transcendental, who is out of this three modes, and who is out of this four problems, such a person, not four, yeah, or such a person who is a liberated person out of this material, who is out of these three modes, he can drag us out, right? So if who is that personality? Krishna himself, isn't it? So time and again, most of the time in our day should plan so that we do some spiritual activity. So time and again, Krishna's son, Krishna's associates are coming to tell this. Please do Krishna's activities so you can come out of these bodily designations, right? The next section is sacrifices that are leading to the transcendental knowledge. The fruits of all kinds of Vedic sacrifices is transcendental knowledge. This leads to liberation and ultimately to pure devotional service. So one point that I thought of telling here is we have a dharma, artha, kama, and moksha. This is what the whole Vedas talk about, right? Dharma, artha. First, dharma, we have to do our religion. Religion means what? Dharma means what? Dharma means taking up an varna and ashrama. And then sticking to that, even though it's hard for us, even though it's when if I take up a role of a Vaishya, right? I have to go and plough the field, I have to take care of the cows. It's so hectic for me. I'm not able to do it. But if I took that varna, then I have to be, even though it's harder, I have to take that. And we have to take our varna and ashram according to our guna, according to our nature. If we don't have any of those qualities, then we have to cultivate. This in ISKCON, we have varnashrama societies, or we call them as farm communities, where they live in the farm, simple living and high thinking. actually. Yeah, we have in US also we have different New Vrindavan and we have many other farms also. And in my state that I know is Kurma Gramam. Completely, they don't have even electricity also. They don't have electricity also. Their houses are also made of rocks and very simple living. Very, very simple living. And all are like, they're all big, big delegates actually. Very, very big personalities. But they studied Shastra. So they got their sense. So they took up that simple living. So they grow their own food. They don't use gas stoves and all those things. They'll cook food on with sticks. Very, very nice actually. They'll allow us to be there for a week or so. And we can see them actually, what they're doing, how they're living their life. And very simple living, but high thinking. A- Actually, why we have to be in such calm communities is that it will reduce our stress and will come to the mode of goodness. When there is mode of goodness, it's like light. Now, mode of passion and ignorance are like darkness. Even though eyes can see things, because of darkness, the eyes are not able to see, isn't it? Now, if there is a dark room, our eyes can see, right? Our eyes can see what's there before us. But because of the darkness that's covering us, we're not able to see what's exactly there. But what happens if we go to Sattvagun, if we develop Sattvagun qualities, this 14th chapter will take more time to know these sattvic qualities so that we try to cultivate these qualities. Then the sattva guna is like light. When we get into light, then automatically we can see everything, isn't it? When there is light, we can see all the things. So eyes never lost the power. The soul never lost its power to know about itself. But because of the darkness, the soul is not able to know about itself. Right? Mm. Tanya, you want to read this too?
Which two?
Katyan. Katyan. Okay, three. You can take three. Take up three.
Okay. All these performers who know the meaning of sacrifice become cleansed or sinful reactions, and having tasted the nectar of the results of sacrifice, they advance towards the supreme internal atmosphere. All these different types of sacrifice are approved by the Vedas, and all of them are born different types of work. Knowing them as such, you will become liberated. O best of the Kuru dynasty, without sacrifice, one can never live happily on this planet or in this life. What then of the next?
Thank you, Tanya. So Krishna is telling us about the importance of sacrifice. If you're not doing sacrifice in this life, also you'll be miserable actually. Even though you think that you're enjoying, like how the camel, it's actually camel because what we generally find in desert, Vihan, what we generally find in deserts, Vihan, to eat.
Sand.
Sorry?
Sand.
Sand? Not sand, any plants.
Cactuses.
Cactuses, right. Thank you. So it's full of thorns, isn't it? It's just thorns. And this camel, it has no other option. It has to eat the thorns. And it eats thorns. And when it's chewing thorns, because they're very sharp, it scratch it hurts the mouth. It crashes or scratches the mouth, and then the blood oozes out of the mouth. And it's chewing the thorns with that blood, and it's thinking, wow, such a nice taste. Isn't it horrible? Vihan, what do you say?
Yes.
It's horrible, right? But what this poor camel is doing, thinking, oh, it's such a nice taste. Oh, this liquid is so nice. What is that liquid? It's own blood, right? And it's thinking, oh, it's such a nice thing. So like that poor camel, being in this body, being bound up in this body, we are thinking, oh, this is such a nice thing, very nice thing. This material life is very nice. This job is very nice. The so-called boss is very nice. All these things we think because of this avidya. So if you're not doing any sacrifice, then what happens? There is no happiness in this world also actually. We are just assuming that we're in happiness. Krishna says that between distress and distress, there is a gap. So that gap, we think that that's happiness actually. There is no happiness in this Musheva. This Dukkhalayam. And until we come to devotional service, if we came into devotional service, if we come in contact with Krishna, then every day it's a festival, right? Yesterday we celebrated Radha Ashtami, isn't it? We all celebrated Radha Ashtami. That's such a wonderful celebration, right? And then the 15 days back we had Janmashtami, and then Radha Ashtami came, and then Damodar month will come. So many festivals coming up. So there is always a festival. There is always something to do for Krishna. And that purifies us actually. It purifies us so much. So all these Vedas, they're all telling about Krishna only. The ultimate thing is Krishna. Okay. So we'll stop here and then we'll continue from this from next class. I'll quickly share that means link.